Well, finally, Congress does something that I feel is noteworthy and I can praise a little bit here. House Minority Leader demands answers from ABC News on Epstein story, Megyn Kelly reports. This is coming to us from the Washington Examiner and written by Mike Brest? That Breast? It looks like breast. I'm sorry. Megyn Kelly revealed that House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy sent a letter to ABC News President James Goldstein demanding answers for why the network did not run a report from a Jeffrey Epstein accuser. Kelly broke the news on her social media accounts on Sunday evening. Earlier this month, Project Veritas released a video of ABC News reporter Amy Robach discussing the information she received years earlier from Epstein accuser Virginia Roberts on a hot mic. The reporter can be heard expressing her frustration surrounding ABC News' refusal to air the interview and claimed that the network made the decision after receiving threats from Buckingham Palace when they had found out Prince Andrew was implicated in the story. She also alleged that Epstein might have been murdered. Because, that's not a great meme. This is the entire letter. Should I read it? Nah, I'm not going to read the entire letter. McCarthy, in his letter to Goldstein, demands answers behind the network's decision not to air Robach's story. He asked the network 6 questions, and they are... Really? Okay. Will ABC News provide Congress the interview Ms. Robach conducted with the victim? What did ABC News learn about Jeffrey Epstein after Ms. Robach first presented her story to executives? Who was involved when... Really? Okay, when is spelled in this context, when is spelled WHEN, not WIN. Come on, man. Who was involved when deciding this story was not of public interest, and what were their reasons for deciding so? Can Ms. Robach expand on the outside forces she mentioned as potentially responsible for the story not running? Was ABC News ever presented with additional evidence that Mr. Epstein, from the time Ms. Robach first brought her investigation to the network and when he was ultimately arrested? Oh man, you might be using like voice to speech, and you might want to go back over those. Like, might want to edit it right quick. Were authorities alerted at any time after Ms. Robach presented ABC News executives with their reporting? If so, when and what was provided? The ABC News employee Ashley Bianco, who recorded Robach's remarks, which she had since downplayed, was fired from her most recent role at CBS News. Kelly aired an exclusive interview with Bianco. All right, so that's all that we have from the Washington Examiner, but that's actually that's potentially really really big, because depending on if ABC decides to answer the questions or not, there may be hearings, there may be a whole nother investigation into how why ABC decided not to run the story, and I think that'll be good for the press, because. And I'll be honest about this. This angle was brought up in Mr. Obvious's video about this. And if you don't know who Mr. Obvious is, he's a really good YouTuber whose content that I like and I enjoy. And he's really where I got this story from, because I don't think this is going to get a lot of play in the mainstream and on Twitter and the like. So yeah, the like these corporate news entities, they're people. They are considered people under the eyes of the law. It's a matter of liability and stuff like that. But with that comes basically they should be held accountable. Like if as people, we are held accountable for when we break the law and things don't go right. So if corporations are people, for liability reasons and to make things simpler for for our economic system, then yeah, they should be held accountable when they screw up as well. And this was definitely a huge screw up on ABC News. Well, not really a screw up, because it's by calling it a screw up, it implies that it was an accident, and no, there was no accident here. Powerful people were implicated, and thusly, I'm gonna brush that on under the carpet. And it's good to see Congress actually doing something when it comes to this type of blatant disregard for what the news is supposed to represent, and that is the truth. And getting to the bottom of actual stories, and saving as many people as possible. I bring that up as well because because due to the fact that ABC didn't run the story, there were hundreds, if not thousands, more people who were caught up in this insanity. So, good on who's McCarthy? Hold on, yeah, Kevin McCarthy. Good on you, Kevin McCarthy. Go get him, buddy. And with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, tell us how to like, dislike. Go ahead, and do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you know my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Ring the bell because I don't get notified, so you likely won't get notified. But hey, at least you try, right? Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and the like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here. And speak. Let me know. What do you think in the comments? Do you think something like somebody at ABC should be held accountable to this? Like and should come before Congress, which represents the American people, and explain exactly why they withheld this information? I'm actually rather interested in it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until the next one.